Good morning, Mr. Patel. It's Arthur Jackson. I just want to share with you the process for pricing. And I'm going to share with you a condensed version of a presentation that I do that explains the whole process, but I'm not going to go through all of that with you. But this is the point where I explain pricing and how we set up the price war for your home. So there's three strategies for pricing. We price it high, we attract less buyers. Price at the market will attract more buyers. That means market value. We price below market, we'll get the maximum amount of buyers and we'll have a price war. So this price pyramid or triangle will give us an example of what I'm sharing with you. So market value is right here. Okay, so when we price a property at market value, we will get 60% of the potential buyers in the market will look at the property. If we go 10% above market value, it'll be 30%. In other words, we're going to get a decrease of 30% of potential buyers who look at the property. We go even higher, we'll only get 10%. All right, so that's not the direction we want to go. It's kind of like fishing. If we're fishing up here for buyers, we're going to be fishing with a rod and a reel. That's all we're going to have. But if you wanted to go fishing with a net, you'd have to go below market value. So let's say we went 10% below. So at 10% below market value, we're going to get 15% of the more potential buyers who will look at the property. And that's what we want. We want to drive traffic. We're not selling it below market value, but we're attracting buyers who will drive up the price to have a bidding war. If we go 15% below, we'll even have more buyers. Okay. So when we set the sales price at between 12 to 15% below market value, it will make buyers have a price war. And it'll also make Zillow go crazy. Here's an example. This is a house that I had in West Melbourne, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in the late 90s, move-in condition. 3417 Slate Street is the address in this case study. This MLS number listed September 9th, 21. We listed it at $275,000. Of course, we wanted more, but in 7 days on the market, that was September 16th, we got 21 offers and it sold October 7th for $305,000. $30,000 above list price, and this was a cash sale. Now here's something interesting that happened. This is the website that the property appears on. Likewise, your property will appear on it. You see we had 21 offers. We see the final offer at 309. Well, here is Scott at 309. Scott had an FHA buyer that can only put down 5%. Okay, but we had Michael who had a cash buyer. And this is the increments. This is the days that they made the offer. This is the increments, how much it went up. So the seller, likewise yourself, can make a choice. Do I want to take the FHA buyer that has to do inspections, financing might fall through, this, that, and the other, or do I want to take a cash buyer who says, well, I'll waive the inspection? Well, for a $4,000 difference, the seller decided to take the cash buyer at 305. So this, you always have the option to accept, counter, or reject any offer. So now let's spin Zillow around and look at whose pricing they're really following. And like I said, I'm just going to run through it quickly. So I listed it for 275. Zillow, with their estimate, had it for 312. Okay. This was one day. Look how many views we had. 488 views in just the first day, 31 saves. This is the property. Now, here's what happened on day 2. I had it listed for 275. What did Zillow do? They came down to 275, 100. And in the 2 days, I had 1,289 views and 86 saves of that same property. 5 days later, 2,000 views, 122 saves. So this is just a run through. After day 6, 2,300 views, 134 saves. So people are looking at this property. Why? Because I'm driving the price, 275. And that's what we want to do. We want to create excitement. After 7 days on the market, this home is under contract. Now look at the price of the Zillow's Zestimate. So it sold for 305. Now Zillow comes back up to 3075. So they're following what I'm doing. Now this particular property was in Southeast Palm Bay, and I'm going to share with you a story on this. Case study number 2, 580 Dream Avenue, listed it for $389,900. We had 24 offers in 9 days. It sold for $405,500, which was more than $15,000 above the appraisal, because this house appraised for $390. Correct, it appraised for $390, but again, it sold for $405,500. I'm driving price. So who really decides the value of your home? Is it you, the price you put on it? Is it me, the price I put on it? Is it the appraiser, the price he puts on it? Or is it the buyer, the price the buyer pays for it? When we look at this Dream Avenue that I just shared with you, it was the buyer, because the appraiser, remember, appraised the property for $390. But it's the buyer who said, I'll pay $15,000 above that appraised price. So the buyer determined the value. And when a comparable is done on that property, they're going to ask, how much did the buyer pay for it? They're not going to ask, how much did it appraise for? This home, 1465 Martinez, this was a fixer-upper. It needed a roof. Look at it, you need the driveway, and even need to be pressure washed. You needed HVAC, air conditioning unit. It needed updates. It needed everything. It's a major rehab. We listed this house for $120,000. Like I said, it needed roof, AC, it needed flooring, it needed updates. It was a major rehab. Because we priced it so low, we got 68 offers on that house. 10 days on the market, it sold for $232,000. That's $112,000 plus over list price. If we're going to make a mistake, list too low. Don't list too high. It will not work. So we're in a historic seller's market, and it's because the lack of inventory is driving up home prices, but this won't last forever. And we're going to put you in the driver's seat, and the Homboss selling system can get you there. So this is the website where it happens. This is where they submit offers. They click on this, takes you to the properties. Your property will be on this page. They click on this page will come up. They type in their offer, and then they click on this button to make an offer. So you're seeing exactly what the website looks like. Just like I showed you before, everyone can go in and see who made the offer and watch it go up and have their bidding war on the property. There's another one. This one was in Vieira. I had 67 offers on this house. As a matter of fact, I think we priced it at $180,000, but look where it is now. It's at $309. So who's going to drive it? It's going to be all the buyers that we go fishing for within that. We had 68 offers on Martinez. So this works, okay? Fred and Thelma, those were the individuals that had that beautiful 3-car garage home. 2 days of showing, 24 offers. The home sold for $15,000 above its appraised value in 9 days. And that was their home. That's where we ended, 4055. So even in other states, we have this. Here's Virginia Beach, Virginia, California, Illinois, Iowa, Utah, Arizona, Indiana, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Texas. So as the seller, you will always have the right to accept, reject, or counter any offer. So I'm going to end this short clip here. If you have any other questions, please let me know. My recommendation is to price it at $277,000. And then we're going to let the buyers drive it up. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. The short clip, I'm just sending you this so that you can get an idea of pricing. Thank you so much for your time.